Rhythm Zero, 1974, is one of Marina Abramovich's most famous and controversial performances. In this performance, Abramovich gave total control of her body to the audience, allowing them to interact with her physically in any way they chose. The aim of the experiment was to push the limits of the artist's body and test the power of the audience. The performance took place in a gallery in Naples, Italy. Abramovich stood in front of a table, offering various objects to the audience, which they could use to interact with her. Among these objects were some dangerous ones: a rifle, a knife, a piece of lamb's neck, a rope, red lipstick, a bottle of perfume, a broken glass shard, a candle. The artist allowed the audience to use these objects as they wished on her. She did not intervene and left her body completely open for manipulation. At first, the audience was cautious, but over time some became bolder and began manipulating Abramovich's body forcefully. What is interesting is that some members of the audience treated her gently, while others pushed the limits and began to harm her physically. One person started cutting Abramovich's hand, another pointed the rifle at her. Some people touched her body to undress her. One more drew marks on her body with the red lipstick. One of the most intense moments occurred when a man forcefully kissed Abramovich and then approached her with a knife, intending to harm her. Even though Abramovich did not respond in any way, this person chose to escalate the violence. At one point, Abramovich's body was covered in blood, yet she continued to remain still, silently allowing the audience to do as they wished. At the end of the performance, after 6 hours, Abramovich was released and the gallery doors were closed. During this time, some audience members, feeling guilty about their actions, started leaving. What was most striking was Abramovich's complete lack of reaction, as she remained passive, almost like an object, totally subjected to the audience's control. Rhythm Zero has sparked numerous debates. It forced reflection on how far performance art can push the boundaries of both the artist's body and the audience's power. The meaning of the performance was to explore the limits of human nature and the boundaries of society. Objectification of the body. The performance was a process in which Abramovich's body became a tool of art. She presented her own body as an artistic medium for any act performed on it. Human nature and boundaries. The audience's sometimes violent behavior showed how fragile societal norms are and how quickly power dynamics can shift between people. Art and ethics. The performance questioned the limits of what art can be and the ethics of manipulating an artist's body. Many of the audience members did not just see her as an object, but chose to go beyond manipulation to the point of violence. This raised significant ethical concerns. At the end of Rhythm Zero, Abramovich deeply explored how the behavior of the audience can shape the boundaries of art. The performance not only made people reflect on the relationship between the artist and the audience, but also questioned the role of the body in art and the potential of social power and individual actions.